Today's video looks at a recent news story involving U.S. President Donald Trump that has drawn public attention, not because of a policy decision, but due to renewed discussion about his health. In recent days, several photos have circulated showing light bruising on President Trump's left hand. While medical experts say this is likely not a serious issue, the images have prompted broader questions about transparency, age, and how presidential health is discussed in public. According to media reports, President Trump appeared at multiple public events last week with visible discoloration on the back of his left hand. This comes on top of a bruise on his right hand that has been visible for several months. President Trump is 79 years old and became the oldest person to take the oath of office when he began his second term. Previously, the White House explained the right hand bruising as a result of frequent handshaking combined with regular aspirin use, which can increase the likelihood of bruising. However, the administration did not provide a new explanation for the bruising on the left hand when asked this week. Medical professionals who reviewed publicly available images told news organizations that this type of bruising is common in older adults and does not, by itself, indicate a serious medical condition. They also emphasized that no firm conclusions can be drawn without a direct medical examination. This development follows earlier health disclosures during Trump's second term, including a diagnosis of chronic venous insufficiency announced last year after swelling was observed in his legs. At that time, the White House stated that the president remained in excellent health. From a medical perspective, the bruising appears minor. Politically, however, it has taken on greater significance. Political analysts believe this attention reflects the heightened sensitivity surrounding presidential health, particularly given President Trump's age and the visibility of the office. Throughout his political career, Trump has emphasized stamina and energy as central to his public image. That framing has made even small physical details more noticeable to the public and the media. From a broader perspective, presidential health has long been a subject of scrutiny in American politics. Historically, when health information is limited or vague, speculation tends to increase rather than decrease. In this case, analysts suggest that the lack of detailed explanation has allowed the story to persist longer than the medical facts alone would justify. The modern media environment also plays a role. High-resolution photography and constant coverage mean that minor physical changes are more likely to be noticed and discussed than in previous decades. Doctors familiar with age-related conditions note that bruising can occur more easily as skin becomes thinner over time. The use of aspirin or other blood-thinning medications can also increase susceptibility to bruising, even from minor contact. So far, there has been no indication from medical experts that President Trump's bruising affects his ability to perform his duties or make decisions. Looking ahead, this episode may influence how the White House approaches health-related communication. Political analysts believe ongoing questions could continue unless future disclosures are more detailed and consistent. More broadly, the situation highlights an ongoing debate. How much medical information should a president be expected to share with the public? While there are no strict legal requirements beyond routine physical exams, public expectations often extend further, especially as presidents grow older. In summary, the attention surrounding bruising on President Donald Trump's left hand appears to be driven more by public perception than by medical concern. While experts describe the marks as likely benign, the episode underscores how age, visibility, and transparency intersect at the highest level of government. As Trump continues his second term, how health-related questions are addressed may remain an ongoing part of the public conversation, even when the underlying issues are medically minor.